always get excited for this state because the Civil War is always just such a great matchup, and how many people really, people in Oregon really follow football and follow the two programs. So it's exciting. Now that I've gotten old, I get to play in it. This will be my third one I get to play in. So yeah, man, I'm really excited.
Who'd you pull for? Growing up?
When I was younger? Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was younger, I was always a Duck fan, but I always rooted for Oregon State. And unless it was the Civil War, unless we were head to head, then I'll always root for Oregon.
You find that unusual? It seems like a lot of people in the state, a lot of people hate the other team. They want them to do bad, but you weren't like that.
Nah, never. Not growing up. I always just loved football. I loved the game, and I loved watching Oregon State play. I love watching Oregon play.
How much different is it playing it versus watching it all those years?
Yeah, I just have a whole new perspective on the whole thing. When you're younger, the game just feels so much bigger, obviously, and now that you're in it, it's I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's a cool feeling. I feel like I'm blessed to be in the position I am to be able to play in this game.
Did you almost feel like it was a bigger deal as a fan because of all the hype surrounding it versus the way you guys treat every opponent as a basis opponent?
Yeah, exactly. The perspective is a lot different. As a fan, exactly. There's a lot of trash talking going on all week long between all families and at every school and all that. So, but now that I'm on the team and playing, you look at it as another opponent, and you got to prepare like you've prepared all season.
When the game starts, is it any different than another opponent? Is there a little bit more trash talk on the field, or is it pretty much the same?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty much the same. It's not, it is the Civil War. The build-up's pretty cool, and I think it's great for the state of Oregon that our two programs are where they're at now. So, yeah.
Can you say a few words about Marcus and his development, what you've seen since you've been here?
Yeah, Marcus is just a great guy first and foremost, great person. And then, as a football player, I think that speaks for itself. In practice every day, he leads us, and he's, in this practice this morning, he continued to be that leader for us and take on that leadership role coming off this loss. So yeah, man, he's grown a lot, and he's helped me grow as a person as well.
Have you seen? I mean, how much of a difference has it been over the last few games with him sort of not being, with the knee injury?
I don't really see a difference because he comes and he plays his heart out every single day at practice, and then in the games he puts it all on the line. Obviously this is it's a long season. Not everyone's going to stay perfectly healthy. The only time you're ever healthy is the first day of fall camp, and that's anybody on the team. So yeah, he's a great leader, and he's a warrior.
Has him not being able to take off as much, has that affected the dynamic of the offense?
No, I haven't noticed how he hasn't been able to take off as much at all. Like I said, he's a warrior, and he's going to continue fighting just like all of us.
What do you think did the best job refocusing this group yesterday coming off that loss?
Coach Helfrich, first and foremost. He's our leader, and we follow Coach Helfrich, and he had some good things to say to us. Obviously, we have a lot of stuff to work on. You pointed those out, and we're just ready to get back rolling. We're not going to dwell on this last weekend. It's a new week, and we have a tough opponent in Oregon State. They want to beat us. Big game, Civil War, so we got to get refocused and ready to go, and I think Coach Helf did a great job of that.
Given the unfamiliarity of the position that you guys are in compared to recent years, what are you playing for now?
I think you just got to prepare for the next week. That's all you can ever do. Football's a crazy game, and any team, any given week can fall to any other team. So, unfortunately, that was us last week. So we got to refocus and get back on track this next week.
What comes to mind for you when you think about Oregon State?
I don't know. I've always, like I said, I never had any hatred towards Oregon State. Just as a kid growing up in this state, never had a hatred towards them. Always respected that program. Always respected Mike Riley, especially. And I root for Oregon State when they're, when they're not playing us.
Is that mutual, or do you get a little bit of hatred from them when you play over there?
You'd have to ask them.
Did recruit you?
I was going to ask too.
Yeah, they recruited me. It's a great program. They have great people there.
Was it a tough call when you finally decided Oregon?
Yeah, definitely. Just when you got a coach like Mike Riley, he's a good person first and foremost. So yeah, it's a tough call, but Oregon's definitely where I was meant to be.
Do you think it's more meaningful? You're one of the few in-state kids on the roster. Do you think it's more meaningful for you than some of those kids from California or Texas or wherever?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's more meaningful, but it means a whole lot to me for sure. And I know there's some other guys from Oregon like Tyson and all that.
Taylor.
And Taylor. That means a lot. I don't know if it means more to me than anyone else, but it does mean a lot to me personally.
Even though they're a faceless point, as a native Oregonian, do you guys teach some of those out-of-state guys about the tradition of the rivalry and what it means and why it does matter a lot to a lot of Oregonians?
Yeah, I think when guys come on campus and start to learn about our program while they're getting recruited, I think it's obvious. This is our biggest in-state, obviously biggest game. The Civil War. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, a lot of guys from Texas and from all around the country don't know exactly what it means until the week of or until they've experienced it before, though.
You show them the trash cans with the beavers on them, and that explains everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Keanon, how many Civil Wars did you go to growing up?
I didn't have the opportunity to go to any, yeah, but I did watch just about everyone.
Do you have a memory that stands out?
I mean, I think that one where, what year was it? At Oregon State. Yeah, in Corvallis. I think that was an awesome game. I remember that. Yeah.
Coronas is over here.
Both teams coming off tough losses. Have you sensed that dampen the enthusiasm any at all this week around town or anything?
Not at all. I don't think you could ever dampen the enthusiasm of the Civil War from the people that are from this state. And it means, like I said, it means a lot to this state, and I know how much it means to this state from both programs. So I know everyone's excited. Everyone at Oregon State's excited. Everyone at Oregon's excited.
I mean, every school has rivalries. Is there anything that you're aware of that makes this rivalry unique from your perspective?
I mean, no, just how how many people follow the two programs. You're either a Duck or a Beaver. Usually, everyone picks a side. Everyone that I've always grown up with, everyone I've been around always picks a side. So that's pretty unique, I think.